This video is brought to you by none other than Hire Heroes, you guys. Hire Heroes is your one-stop shop when it comes to virtual staffing and making sure that you have qualified talent with your business. One thing that I love about Hire Heroes, you guys, is they've actually gone through the process already of vetting and making sure that your staff member is well trained to best fit your needs. Whether you need help with social media work, posting things on your accounts, responding to people that send messages to your social media accounts, whether you need help with data entry or a multitude of other things that they're qualified to do, Hire Heroes has got you covered. If you're having trouble finding quality talent and number two, affording to be able to run payroll for that talent, Hire Heroes has got you covered with an affordable alternative to have a virtual assistant working for your business. There's a link down in the description of this video to where you can learn more about getting your own VA through Hire Heroes. I certainly recommend it. They're what we use in our business for all of our virtual assistant needs, and you will want to make sure that you check them out today. Our three-part series with our friends over at Standard Life and Casualty. And yeah, this has been great. You know, this three-part series really doing deep dives into the product offerings that Manhattan Life has to offer and all of their ancillary products. I'm welcoming back Mr. Todd Tippett, who's the president of Standard Life and Casualty. Let's see.
Good morning.
Someone says they can't hear me. Can everybody hear me?
I can.
Okay. It might be on your end there, Michael. If you guys can hear me, just want to make sure, give me a thumbs up or say yes in the chat. I want to make sure everything's working. I think that it probably is. Perfect. Okay, good deal. Well, yes, today we are finishing out our three-part training series that Todd has been kind of putting on for us, and this is the second of the deep dives into a specific product offering that Manhattan Life has to offer. And today, Todd is going to be talking about the home health product that Manhattan Life has to offer. These have been great. I've enjoyed them a lot. This is being recorded and we'll be throwing it up on the YouTube channel if anybody wants to go back and watch the replay. But without further ado, Todd, I'm going to turn it over to you, let you take the wheel, and thank you again for being here.
Yeah, happy to be here, Christian. Can you just enable me to share the screen here real quick? And
yes, I'm sorry. I always forget.
It's all good. No, it's all good.
There we go. It should work now.
All right. I'm going to get that sharing, and then I'm going to start the presentation. Okay. Should be all good, right? On your screen?
Yes. Yeah, it looks good.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you, Christian, for that great introduction, and hello to all of you. Thank you for your time and your interest and your focus on Manhattan Life and Standard Life and the products that you can sell to your clients. As Christian said, we've had a three-part series. We talked the first one about the overall history of Manhattan Life and Standard Life and the products we offer. Last week, we focused on affordable choice and our dental vision hearing products. And this week is going to be about our home health care and our short-term care products. So you're getting a 2-for-1 special today, and we're really excited because these have some pretty new and exciting features that we want to share with you. As Christian said, my name's Todd Tippett. I'm the president of Standard Life and Casualty, and I am the leader of one of the divisions of Manhattan Life. We focus primarily in the senior space, but the majority of our products focus in both the under and the over 65 space, because we know that there are always, spouses in the house that need coverage in addition to that Medicare coverage, or it might be the flip where somebody's got a focus on an under 65 client and needs to get some Medicare or other senior products for the other spouse. I'm joined by Leah Morgan on my team. Leah is fairly new to the organization. She's been on with me each time. She'll help me manage and monitor the chat today. And she will be continuing to work with Christian's organization here as we go forward and get more of you contracted and answering your questions as you move down the path of moving from getting familiar with the products to submitting business. So as Christian said, we're going to jump into our home healthcare product. And your timing, Christian, really could not be better this week to focus on this. And that is because literally on Monday, July 10th, 2 days ago, we rolled out our Home Healthcare Select product, which is an enhanced, improved version of the home healthcare product that we have been selling in the Manhattan Life family since 2015, with great experience and great success. And this Home Healthcare Select product raised the bar even higher in terms of giving value to clients and making the product even better for agents to sell. So we're excited to talk to you about that. And then I'm going to talk about a stepping stone, even a richer product called short-term care in the latter half of our presentation today. So let's talk about why home health care. Why is this important? There are a lot of reasons why, and we've tried to highlight many of the key ones on this page. The number one, to me, if I had to pick one, is that 9 to 11 million people need home health care. We have a growing aging population. We are all aware of that. I think we would also all agree with the box in the upper right-hand part of the left-hand side that if anybody had a choice, they would prefer to get care in their home versus in an assisted living or a nursing home facility. Thus, home care has become the fastest growing segment in the healthcare industry in terms of needs, both for clinicians and other providers to help provide this care, as well as insurance. It's a pretty important thing, and you are going to have clients, regardless of what they have for their Medicare plan, are going to need services like this, and this is something that can pay in addition to any coverage that they have. So the other thing here in the bottom right-hand corner I think is interesting is that more than 90% of home health care agencies charge by the hour, and the average cost is over $25 an hour to get care in your home. And that's typically for just even some of the basic services versus very specialized clinical services like physical therapy, occupational therapy, or nursing services. To that end, Manhattan Life and our family of companies like Standard Life have sold, as I've mentioned, since 2015, a home health care product. Let me tell you about then what this product entails and why it is something that you want to seriously consider as part of your portfolio. How this works is we offer a home health care plan with 3 different options: Classic, Premier, and Deluxe. And those options you can see there pay up to between $150 and $450 per day. $150 for Classic, $300 for Premier, and $450 per Deluxe. And that is for a benefit period of 365 days after a policyholder is deemed by a physician to need home health care services because they can no longer take care of 2 or more of their activities of daily living. You may hear that acronym ADL, Activities of Daily Living. There are 6 of them. I don't know if I can always rattle them off, but it's typically things like toileting yourself, getting in and out of a chair, dressing yourself, bathing yourself, feeding yourself. Those are kind of the core ones. So this is a plan that if somebody is healthy and then loses the ability to take care of 2 or more of those ADLs, they can qualify for this service. And you can see here, if someone were to buy the richest plan, the Deluxe plan, they would then get someone to come into their home. Maybe they have a nurse that comes in Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and maybe they have a physical therapist come in every day of the week to work with them on whatever it is that they need. You can see here there are other covered services: occupational, chemotherapy, intrastomal, respiration therapy. If they had the deluxe plan, every day that a nurse would come into their home and provide care to them, they could then submit that bill to us, and we would reimburse the client, the policyholder, $200 for that nursing care, regardless of what the nursing costs. It might one day have only cost $100, another day they may have billed them $300 for what was done that day, but they would get reimbursed $200 per day for that nursing care. And if they had a nurse and a physical therapist and a speech pathologist all come on the same day, you could see they could get reimbursed $200 for each service, but that plan would max out at $450 because that's the max per day benefit. Some of you may have already pulled out your calculator because I did this. I took $450 and multiplied by 365. It's around $165,000 of benefit that this plan can provide to the policyholder over that 365 days of service. In addition, there's also benefits for things like a home health care aide. What does an aide do? Those are the things like visiting angels, other providers that are out there where they might come in and do general cleaning, cooking, maybe dressing, simple services like that that are not clinical in nature. We also provide a benefit period of 60 days with anywhere between $40 and $120 of reimbursement per day that they get services in their home. Additionally, and this is one of the really cool selling features and a really nice benefit, this plan also includes a prescription drug benefit that is either $300 or $600 per year. This is available to people when they are still healthy and going about their daily lives, or if they are also on home health care, but they can use this prescription drug benefit day one on the policy. Every time they fill a prescription at the pharmacy, regardless of if they have, employer insurance, Medicare insurance, ACA, marketplace plans, or if they just pay cash at the pharmacy, if they fill a prescription that is a generic prescription, they get reimbursed $10 after they file the claim, or if it's a brand prescription, they get reimbursed $25. So the way I look at this is if you have a client that is taking a few brand prescriptions per month, they could fill it, if they filled 2 brand prescriptions per month, that would be $50 reimbursed per month up to the max $600 per year. And that's a really nice benefit on this plan. Finally, I wanted to highlight the restoration of benefits. The perfect example here is if you think about maybe somebody has this plan and they have to have a double hip replacement. And then the doctor says, well, you're going to be kind of stuck at home needing services for a couple of months, maybe 3 months. And so you need some services in the home. The doctor certifies that they need that help to take care of their ADLs. They would then get that service, let's say for 90 days, 3 months. They had someone come in every day for 3 months. They would get that full benefit in their plan. But then they're back to their normal life. They're back walking, exercising, and then let's say 5 years later, they have a stroke, and then they lose their ADLs again because 180 days had passed since the last time that they were receiving services. The maximum benefit period of 365 days is restored in its entirety for that second time that they claim on the policy. Okay? So that is the really core features of this plan. In addition, there are 5 riders that are available with this plan that are all extremely affordable. The first one is the annual physical exam. 1 time per year after a 12-month waiting period, if they go and get their routine annual physical at the doctor, they can submit that claim to us and get reimbursed $150. And again, everybody should clearly understand, if I don't repeat it 2 or 3 times, this is an indemnity benefit. If they have a Medicare Advantage plan, with Blue Cross Blue Shield Anthem, and their copay for their annual physical is $0, maybe it's $20. They pay that copay, they can still submit this claim and get $150 in their pocket for this plan. You can see the accidental death and dismemberment plan. It's up to $10,000 if they die to an accidental death, or if they have some sort of dismemberment, it has that benefit. There is a home medical equipment benefit rider. If you need care in the home and if the doctor determines that you need a special chair to get that lifts you up out of your chair, or you need bars in your shower, or you need to build a ramp up to your front door, you can receive a lifetime maximum of up to $500, reimbursed at $100 per piece or per home medical equipment that you purchase, that you can get reimbursed on this plan. The final two riders are the ambulance benefit rider. That one is $200 per trip with up to 4 trips per year. Lifetime maximum of $2,500, and then there's also an accident expense rider that you can get reimbursed as well as part of that rider, depending on what type of accident you have. So there are the benefits of this plan. I am not monitoring the chat, but I wanted to pause here. I'll catch my breath and see if there's any questions, Leah, we need to address from the chat, or if any of you have any questions you'd like to ask verbally.
We haven't had any in the chat.
Okay. All right. Any questions from the group? Okay, let's pivot to rates. Here, the rates are state specific, but most of the states have the same rates. We have had a change here that happened literally over the last 24 hours that we had to modify around the application fee. So we are fixing this slide that I have. We actually in this policy have a $20 annual policy fee that goes along with this product. So it's not a one-time $20 fee, it's a $20 annual policy fee that is in addition to these rates, but that's very affordable. And I'm wanting to make sure that you're seeing how affordable this plan is. I'm going to focus on the 65 to 69-year-old age range. You can see there that even the Premier or the Deluxe, the two plans, are in the neighborhood of $40 per month. Okay. I don't probably have to remind you that there is the benefit on the pharmacy of $600 of reimbursement per year in the pharmacy benefit. You can see there that for some individuals, that basically, that pharmacy benefit will pay for this plan. There are, as you all know, with any plan, whether it's for a marketplace or an employer plan in the underage market or a Medicare plan in the overage market, there are going to be expenses with their Part D plan, their MAPD plan, their Medicare supplement plan. This is a great way to protect your customers' financial well-being and assets. You can see there below the monthly rider rates are extremely affordable. $1.08 for the ambulance, $4.50 a month for the home medical equipment, $2.50 for the routine annual exam. So very affordable. And if someone wants to dab their toe in the water, so to speak, you can clearly go for that classic plan that provides the reimbursement as we showed you early on at $150 per day for the classic, and $300 for the pharmacy reimbursement, and those premiums are extremely affordable. 65 to 69-year-old is $24 a month. These are attained age bands, so as people get older, their rate will increase as they get older and age into the new age band. Okay? Finally, I wanted to show you, where is this product available? Now, I want to point out to you, this map here has about 35, 34, I didn't count exactly, states that have the home health care product. I've shared with you that we've been selling this product since 2015. On Monday of this week, we rolled out the Home Healthcare Select product. That product is available in 19 of these states. The Legacy product is available in the remaining states. And we can always provide that information to you, or it's also available in the announcement we sent out to all contracted agents on Monday. And we're glad to share that with you at any time. But you can purchase the home healthcare product in any of these states. The rates for the old product and the new product are the same, but the new product has some additional features and benefits, as well as then the additional riders that can be purchased. So, any questions about home health care before I pivot into our short-term care product? All right. We have been very busy at Manhattan Life this year, bringing products to market that customers are asking for and that you agents are asking for. And this product is really exciting for us. This is our Omniflex short-term care product, which is a step up above home health care and actually provides coverage in a nursing home or an assisted living facility. This product launched nationally 2 weeks ago on June 26th, and that was after a 6-month soft launch with about 100 agents that had tremendous success and have shared amazing feedback with us that this is going to be the game changer in the short-term care marketplace. If any of you have not considered getting into these products, now's the time. This is really a need that is going to continue to build and grow. So what does it mean that it's a short-term care product? Well, let me tell you just a little bit of context here before I get into the plan design. Just to give you some examples, as we talked about with home health care, most people want to stay in their home if they lose the ability to take care of themselves. However, the reality is many people really don't have someone to take care of them at home, have family members that are unable to do so, or may really need more hands-on care in some sort of facility. You can see here that the traditional cost for a semi-private or a private room is in the neighborhood of $100,000 a year to be in an assisted living facility. And that's only going to grow. You can see there on the bottom left that it's going to grow a good 25 to 40% over the next 8 to 10 years. Okay? However, while these services are going up, it has become more and more challenging in the last 10 years to qualify for traditional long-term care insurance. In fact, there's really only one carrier, Mutual of Omaha, that's even offering a plan that's a full long-term care policy today. So it's very important that individuals either, ideally before they're turning 65, or if they still qualify at 65 and older, to get coverage, because 3 out of 5 personal bankruptcies in the United States typically occurs due to overwhelming medical expenses. For all of these reasons, we've built this product to address these costs, these consumer needs, and the fact that long-term care insurance is typically not obtainable either through underwriting or through price. Okay? So let's talk about the product. This is a screenshot from our brochure. There's a lot of information here. I'm going to be focusing primarily on what's on the right-hand side. What this plan is it's giving people peace of mind for the unexpected, okay? And as you can see there, this is a plan that includes coverage for nursing homes, assisted living, hospice, reserving your bed in a hospice or an assisted living facility, and for prescription drugs. And then there are additional riders that we will talk about as well. You can see here, I know the words are a little small, I'll read them for you, and I'll share this deck with Christian after today's session. It's available like the home health care for ages 45 to 89. It is simplified issue. Yes, there are underwriting questions. And yes, it's guaranteed renewable. The plan, you really are kind of picking three major components of the plan. You are going to pick first, how much of a daily benefit do you want to receive for when you are in the nursing home to help cover that cost? And you can pick anywhere between $50 and $400. You then pick an elimination period. An elimination period is how long your client is responsible for the nursing home bill before this plan kicks in. So if you pick a 0-day elimination period, the cost will be higher. If your client picks the 90-day elimination period, of course, the cost for this insurance will be much lower because they would be responsible for the first 90 days in a nursing home. Then you pick how long do you want coverage, 3, 6, 9, or 12 months. So that's the maximum, is you get up to 12 months of coverage in the plan. Okay? And the lifetime maximum is 2 times the benefit period because there is a restoration of benefits on this, just like the home health care plan. And that is if the individual goes 180 days outside of a facility or home care benefits and doesn't need them, it will get restored back to that lifetime, or it'll get restored back to the maximum benefit for the individual. It also has the similar drug benefit built in with a $300 benefit max of $10 for generic or $25 for a brand. It has the Fast 50 benefit, which if someone needs care in a facility or home immediately on the plan, they can receive 50% of their accumulated daily benefit for care provided by spouse, family, or friends. Optional benefits, there is a home health care rider that's very similar to the home health care plan I just shared with you. You can pick between $50 and $300 for a daily benefit, your elimination period and your benefit period. There is a hospital indemnity rider that pays between $50 and $300 a day that you're in the hospital for 3, 6, or 20 days for a benefit period. Okay, and a lifetime max of 180 days that you can get reimbursement for when you're in the hospital. The final rider that I really want to highlight is the 5% simple inflation rider. This is pretty cool because if your client purchases this, after a 25-year period on the plan, whatever daily benefit you choose doubles in size over that 25-year period. So if they were to pick, for example, the $400 daily benefit and the inflation rider, after 25 years, it builds 5% a year starting at year 6 up to year 20, and then you get up to that $800 of a double benefit. Okay? And here are the details. I should have been flipping to this slide because these are much more visible. While I'm showing you this here, there's 2 things I want to highlight that I didn't really talk much about underwriting for either of these plans that I've highlighted today. If you will allow me to, I want to pivot back to the home healthcare product briefly because I did not bring up underwriting, which is a very important feature of the home healthcare plan. The home healthcare plan literally has 2 knockout questions, and outside of that, it's guaranteed issue for everyone else. Those 2 knockout questions are, can you do your activities of daily living today? Okay. And the second question is, are you in a nursing home or a hospital or an assisted living facility or receiving home care services? So as long as they pass those 2 questions, they can get that home health care plan. So again, I know I bragged about it a lot, but if you're looking for a plan that's almost guaranteed issue, affordable, provides great benefit to your client, I think this is something that you should be thinking about package selling with every eligible client that you meet with. On the Omniflex short-term care, it's a little more typical underwriting like you might see for other indemnity or cancer plans that are out there. It's going to ask if you've been hospitalized in the last couple of years. It's going to ask if you've been diagnosed with cancer, if you have cancer, if you have a major heart condition. It's going to look at some of your drug usage by doing an RX check. And there will be some situations where they get declined due to those medical conditions. There are other situations where we've designed it that for many medical conditions, we just limit them to a smaller facility care daily benefit of up to $100 a day instead of being able to purchase the full $400 per day. Okay? Here are those optional benefits that were on the prior slide that I was highlighting. You can see those. Again, I went over those, but that's where we are in those benefits. Commissions, I see that. Michael, that's a great question. Whenever I get a commission question in a training session like this, I always refer you to your upline. So I would encourage you to talk to Christian, and he can share with you the really exciting commissions that are available for these. What I would share with you is that both of these plans have really significant, strong commissions for first year, and then they drop down in years 2 and beyond for lifetime renewals. But you will be very impressed in the kind of money that you can make as an agent on these plans as you sell them. So really strong commissions in the first year, and then very competitive lifetime renewals after that. You may have heard me say in one of my other sessions, I've stolen this from one of Christian and our peers in the industry. These guaranteed renewable plans are so important to you building a business because guaranteed renewable plans means that you get guaranteed renewals. And that's really important compared to what you experience in Medicare Advantage, where every year that renewal comes to an end unless you get that client to sign back up again for the next 12 months. So really great way to diversify your revenue stream. So let's talk a little bit here about what the triggers are for these plans. Again, I wanted to just highlight it. I've mentioned it before. If your client needs assistance with 2 or more activities of daily living, which you can see the 6 here: bathing, continence, dressing, eating, toileting, or transferring in and out of a chair, or suffer from a cognitive impairment, then this plan can be triggered. The doctor can certify that they need those services, and they can start to submit claims on their plan. I wanted to also highlight a few frequently asked questions. Okay. Are the Omniflex rates gender-based? No, the rates are unisex in price. Does the rate increase with Omniflex short-term care? In this plan, the rates do not. Okay. These are issue age rates. So the earlier you get on one of these plans, the more affordable it's going to be for your life. Again, very important that people really before age 65 are looking at these types of plans. But again, you can sell it up to age 89. Okay. We talked about the restoration of benefits, how you can get that if you go 180 days where no care is required. Under this plan, can they use licensed home care companies? Amada, visiting angels, etc. Yes, as long as those services are in the plan of care outlined by the doctor, they would be covered under the indemnity benefit of this plan. $10 reimbursement for generic drugs, $25 for brand. Can a person own more than one plan? The answer is no. You can only own one. However, an individual could also own the home health care plan, and they can claim on both policies. So if they own the home health care plan and the Omniflex short-term care plan, they could submit that generic prescription for reimbursement and could get reimbursed $10 from each plan for that one prescription that they fill. Okay? And same for the other, benefits. This one has a one-time $25 policy application fee. It is commissionable, just like the annual policy fee on the home health care policy is commissionable. Okay? Can the policyholder receive the Fast 50 benefits and the indemnity benefits at the same time? No, it's either one or the other. They're either on the Fast 50 or they're in a facility and claiming the indemnity benefits. So where is this plan available? We launched this on June 26th with great fanfare. It's continuing to just get lots of press out there. I'm seeing many agencies are publishing this. It's available in 28 states. Here's where it is currently available. We have 2 more states that have already approved that will be coming soon, which are Alaska and the District of Columbia. And then we have another 6 or 8 states that have been filed that we are still working through those filings. Indiana, Virginia, others, okay? But that is the plan and product availability. We also have tools and resources that are available to help you sell this plan, including things like the differentiators. I've highlighted many of these. What makes this plan unique and different? It's got 2-tiered underwriting where you can either get full coverage or lower coverage based on your medical conditions. Very affordable premiums, an inflation rider that allows you to double your benefit over time. It's got a $300 built-in prescription drug benefit. One that I haven't highlighted so far is that if 2 people in the same house buy the product, there's a 10% spousal discount, okay, when both apply for this policy. Okay, and there's also additional riders available. So that is really an overview of these 2 products. I do not have a slide on this, but I wanted to highlight, I focused on this 2 weeks ago in our first session, but there are some really great things of working with Manhattan Life. If you are contracted with us, every product that you want to sell and offer is on our Manhattan Direct 2.0 quoting portal. It is really the best or one of the best quoting portals out there. You can quote multiple products at once and then do one application for each product. In other words, if you get a client to sign up for home health care, short-term care, and a cancer plan, you click enroll now, you just fill out one application for all 3 products. Also, our signature on our application is very simple. It's the mother's maiden name. It's not DocuSign. It's not a special code that you have to get texted. It's not some other process like a phone signature. If you have a client that has a individual tax ID number and does not yet have a Social Security number, we also accept that ITIN in place of a Social Security number for any of our products. We have the only app that I know in the industry that allows clients to submit their claims via an app that they download to their phone. That's a very simple claim submission process. So great features. And with that, I'll just kind of bring this to a close and open it up for questions. We are very appreciative of all that you do as agents for us and and for your interest. What questions do you have about anything that I've covered today?
Any questions you guys have, throw them in the chat. You're welcome to unmute yourselves and ask Todd. While we're kind of waiting for that, I just wanted to say, Todd, thank you again for your time. This was awesome. This was great. And this series has been great overall. So I think it just did a great job of shining the light on the Manhattan Life portfolio. I'm still kicking myself for not hitting record on the first one. I don't know how that happened. I could have swore I did, but
yeah.
No,
the invitation's always open, Christian. If you want to do another intro and later in the summer or whatever, we would gladly do that, and you can record that. So
love it. I appreciate that. Guys, what questions do you have on this home healthcare product for Todd? Cool. Well, I guess
all right. Well,
there's no follow-up questions. That means the presentation was clear and concise and answered every question that there was.
We'll expect everyone on the call to be doing, a couple apps here by the end of the week. So
that's right.
Well, good. Well, thank you again for the invitation. Thank everybody for your time. And we're here to support you. Just let us know what questions you have, and we'll look forward to doing this again at some point soon. Thanks, Christian.
All right. Thanks, Todd. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your week.
Bye-bye.